You know you need to move, new skills, new role, maybe a new country. But one wrong bet could cost you months or years. So you stay still, waiting for certainty that never comes. What if you could take bold action and build a safety net at the same time? That's exactly what today is about. Welcome back to Book Takeaways for Professional Growth Podcast. This is episode 5 of our Decisive series, and we are almost at the finish line. In episodes 2, 3, and 4, we defeated 3 villains. Narrow framing, we learned to widen our options. Confirmation bias, we learned to reality test our assumptions. Short-term emotion, we learned to attain distance before deciding. Today we face the 4th and final villain. And in many ways, it is the most dangerous, because it feels like confidence. But it is not real confidence. It is overconfidence. Today's question is, I know I need to take risks. AI is changing everything. I need to move. But I am afraid of making a huge mistake, quitting the wrong job, investing in the wrong skill, starting the wrong business. How can I be bold and smart at the same time? Segment 1. The problem. The planning fallacy. The Heath brothers explain that humans are systematically too confident about the future. We know our plan. We believe in it. We see the best-case scenario clearly. But we underestimate how often things go wrong in unexpected ways. Studies in business, medicine, and project management show the same thing. We consistently overestimate how fast, how cheap, and how successful our plans will be. And this was true before AI made the future even harder to predict. Psychologists call this the planning fallacy. It is not about being careless or lazy. It is about how the human brain is wired. When we imagine our own future, we naturally picture the best version of events. We picture ourselves working hard, things going smoothly, and the outcome arriving more or less on schedule. What we do not picture is the job that takes 3 months longer to find, the course that turns out to be too theoretical, the manager who leaves, and with them, the opportunity we were counting on, the economy that shifts, the market that changes. We do not picture those things because our brain does not want to. Optimism feels like energy. It feels like the right mindset for success. And it is, up to a point. But there is a difference between healthy optimism and blind certainty. Here is what blind certainty looks like in real life. A professional in Jakarta decides to leave a stable job and spend 8 months getting an AI certification. She is excited. She is motivated. She has done research. She is sure this is the right move. She does not ask, what if the certification is not recognized by employers in my region? What if 8 months becomes 12 because life gets in the way? What if the specific AI skill I am training for gets automated itself before I finish? She does not ask those questions, not because she is not smart, but because she is in a confident, certain state. And in that state, the brain filters out doubt. Now the speed of change is faster. The uncertainty is higher. And yet many professionals still plan as if they know exactly how the next 2 years will go. They take a big bet, a new country, a new career, an expensive certification, with no safety net. And when reality does not match the plan, they have no backup. And here's the part that is hardest to admit. When we are wrong after being very sure, it does not just cost us time or money. It costs us something deeper, our confidence in our own judgment. We start to think, maybe I cannot trust myself to make big decisions. Maybe I should just wait. Maybe I should just stay where I am. And so, overconfidence does not just lead to one bad decision. It can lead to years of not deciding at all. The villain of overconfidence is not about being a bad person. It is about being human. Our brains are built to feel certain. Certainty feels good. Certainty feels like leadership. But in complex, fast-changing environments, certainty without a safety net is its own kind of risk. Segment 2, the takeaways. 3 tools to prepare to be wrong. The 4th step of RAP is P, prepare to be wrong. This does not mean being pessimistic, it means being realistic and building smart protection into your plans before you need it. The Heath brothers give us 3 powerful tools. Tool 1, the pre-mortem. Here's how it works. You have made a decision. You are ready to move forward. Before you do, pause. Imagine it is 1 year from now. Your plan has failed completely. Now ask, what went wrong? This is not a negative exercise. It is a protective one. By imagining failure in advance, you can see risks you missed when you were excited about the plan. And then you can reduce those risks before you start. For example, you decide to invest 6 months in an intensive AI skills program. Pre-mortem. It is 12 months from now. I finished the program, but I am still not earning more. What went wrong? Maybe the skills were too theoretical. Maybe I had no portfolio to show employers. Maybe I chose the wrong specialization for my market. Now you can add steps to your plan. Build a portfolio. Research the job market first. Choose a specific AI application relevant to your industry. The pre-mortem makes you smarter before you spend the time and money. Research by psychologist Klein, who created the pre-mortem method, found that it increases the ability to identify reasons for future failure by about 30%. That is not a small number. That is the difference between a plan that collapses in 6 months and one that holds. And there is something else the pre-mortem does that is just as valuable. It gives you permission to be honest with yourself. When we are excited about a plan, it can feel almost disloyal to question it, like we are undermining our own motivation. But the pre-mortem reframes doubt as protection. It says, I am not being negative, I am being smart. I am doing what good leaders, good investors, and good doctors do before they make a move. That shift in how you see doubt, from weakness to wisdom, is itself worth the exercise. Tool 2, the pre-parade. This is the optimistic partner of the pre-mortem. Imagine it is 1 year from now, and your plan has worked better than expected. What happened? What did you do right? This helps you clarify what success actually looks like, and it often reveals the key actions that make the difference. Tool 3, set a tripwire. A tripwire is a preset signal that tells you, stop, evaluate. Do not just keep going because you are already committed. To understand why tripwires matter, you need to understand what they protect you from. There is a pattern in human behavior called escalation of commitment. It means the more we have invested in something, time, money, emotion, public promises, the harder it becomes to stop, even when the signs are telling us to. We have all felt this. You have been in a job for 2 years that is not working, but you have already built relationships there. You have already turned down another offer to stay. Your manager knows your name. Your family thinks you are settled. So you stay. Not because the situation is right, but because leaving would mean admitting that the investment was a mistake. Or you have been studying a certification for 4 months. It is not quite what you hoped, but you have already paid for it. You have already told people about it. So you finish it anyway, hoping it turns out to be worth it. This is escalation of commitment, and it is one of the most expensive habits a professional can have. A tripwire breaks the pattern. It is a date, a number, or a condition that you set in advance, when your thinking is still clear and you are not yet emotionally attached to the outcome. The key word is in advance, because once you are inside a situation, your brain will find 100 reasons to keep going. The tripwire was set before those reasons existed. Here are some examples of what a tripwire sounds like. If this freelance service earns 0 clients after 4 months of real effort, I will change the offer or stop. If I still feel deeply unhappy in this new role after 90 days, I will have a direct conversation with my manager or start looking outside. If this AI tool has not saved me meaningful time after 30 days of use, I will stop paying for it. Notice how specific each one is, not if it doesn't feel right. A specific date, a specific result, a specific action. That specificity is what makes a tripwire work. Vague intentions dissolve under pressure. Clear conditions hold. Tripwires are not failure. They are smart design. They are what separates professionals who adapt quickly from those who stay stuck for years in something that stopped working long ago. Segment 3. The action you can do this week. Take your decision from episode 1, the one you have been developing across this series. Now do 3 things. 1. Write a 1-paragraph pre-mortem. Imagine failure. What went wrong? 2. Write 1 sentence. If blank does not happen by date or metric, I will blank. That is your tripwire. 3. Write a 1-sentence pre-parade. Imagine success. What did you do right? You now have a decision that has been widened, tested, distanced from emotion, and protected from overconfidence. In episode 6, our final episode and subscriber bonus, we put it all together. We will build your personal decision system for the age of AI using one complete real-life scenario that walks through all 4 steps of RAP. And newsletter subscribers will also get a practical set of templates to use for every big decision going forward. This is the episode where everything connects. Don't miss it. So subscribe now to our newsletter using the link in the description below. Thank you for being here. This is your host, Marcus, of the Book Takeaways for Professional Growth podcast. 5 episodes in, you have done the work. Episode 6 is the reward. Subscribe, share, and we will see you at the finish line. Keep growing.